Green Life greetings. It's March and the beginning of spring. Nuakaiaru here, Wisdom Foragers. We're out on another mission. It's another day. The sun is shining. And today we've come back to Cranford Park to go and explore the signs of spring. Spring is in the air. It's not here yet, but it's soon approaching. And we can see those new signs of life all around us in the forest, in nature. So we're going to look for what we can forage today and also just explore and discover the new signs of spring. And it's just amazing to hear all the different types of birds singing. The sun is shining and life is coming back into the woodlands. After being asleep through winter, spring is in the air. We're not officially in spring yet, but we're moving closer to it officially. And we can still see more of the new sprouts and more greenery coming back into the forest and life beginning to wake up again. One of my favorite trees, you probably noticed I have lots of favorites of everything because generally I love life and I love the natural world. But this is a type of conifer tree, and I'm still not really on point in identifying the types of conifer trees, but as a kid I used to love climbing these ones, especially these ones with a really thick red bark. Such epic trees, man. And look how this tree here, look at this beauty here. What an awesome tree. So the signs of spring are all around us. We see the new buds growing on leaves. We can see the new leaves beginning to grow. You can hear the birds singing their spring song. I did actually think that by now already all the bluebells would start actually blooming. Interestingly, they haven't started blooming just yet, but they will be soon. So we can see loads of the bluebell sprouts and shoots coming up through the ground. Trying to tread carefully so that you don't step on all of the new growth is a skill in itself. It's having that slight bit of respect for the life of the plants that we're walking around. What have you found? What's dock? Dock leaves. No, actually this one here, have a look, this is actually lords and ladies. So this one is actually poisonous. It's a similar shape to the dock leaf, so that's well spotted. Yeah, and I think there's an older version. This is a slightly older version of it. Lord and ladies, this gives you dodoi if you eat that, give you a sore tummy, and also can cause breathing issues if you have certain allergens. So we don't want to pick that one. A good spot. Now this one is dock leaves though, Zazie. This is a dock leaf, little baby dock leaves, but they're really small. These are little baby dock leaves, and dock leaves are actually edible. One, they're really good as a remedy against stings of stinging nettles, and also you can use these occasionally in salads, but really the really young ones, when they're much older and bigger, they're much more bitter. So over here we can see the new buds of a sprouting horse chestnut tree. It's really cool, these are really sticky. That's how you can kind of identify them. Very mild, sweet smell, but very mild. And the horse chestnuts, you can't actually eat. The horse chestnut tree is the same as a conker tree. Oh wow, look, there's a red kite up in the sky there. So that last one was a small, new sprouting horse chestnut tree. Here is a massive one. And you can see here, the new leaves coming. So the horse chestnut is the same tree that becomes the conker tree. Horse chestnuts are not edible, but sweet chestnuts are edible. You can see parakeets all around us. There's two red kites flying over the woodlands, hunting, looking for prey. And all of the woods is just alive. Birds, plants, all kinds of creatures enjoying the new signs of spring. So we go off the beaten track, off the path. See what we can find. And one of the keys when foraging really is just taking your time and looking around, being present, the different signs of life that you can see all around. So many birds in this piece of woodlands, they love it. So interestingly, over here I've just found something that's called King Alfred's cake. It looks like some burnt charcoal. King Alfred's cake is a hard and black fungus that grows on dead or dying trees, usually ash trees. It gets its name from the resemblance of a burnt cake, linked to the legends of King Alfred burning a peasant woman's bread. And this in the past was one of the things that could be used as tinder for fire lighting. People would use it to be able to capture a spark. Once dried, it easily catches a spark and smolders slowly, making it useful for carrying embers or starting fires in survival situations. It's often found in woodlands just like this. We're going to dry it and then we'll practice using it for putting a spark and holding the spark and use it for practicing fire lighting. The moss is everywhere in this forest, and I love to see moss. It's that kind of comfy, cushion-like, comforting piece of green carpet that covers the ground of the forest. Moss is more than just a green carpet that covers the forest. It's a valuable survival resource. It provides natural insulation, helping to keep shelters warm and dry. When dried, it can be used as a tinder to start fires. In some cases, moss growth can even help with navigation. It often appears more predominantly on the northern side of trees, helping you to gain your bearings. In wet areas, moss acts like a sponge, absorbing the water. Whether for warmth, fire, water, or guidance, moss is a really useful resource when it comes to bushcraft and survival. This is the infamous, famous winter holly bush, famous for the place that we know of Hollywood in America. The holly bush is more than just a symbol of winter. It has great use in bushcraft, survival, and ancient magic. Its dense and spikily leaves create a natural barrier, offering protection in the wild, while its tough wood is preferred for crafting tools, walking sticks, and even bows. The holly bush was famous in regards to magic, as in the magical wand. The wood itself was used often to make magic wands. In survival, holly can serve as an emergency tinder, and its evergreen presence can be helpful with navigation during harsher winters. The holly bush's power goes beyond the physical. In folklore, it was a guardian against evil, hung in homes for protection and carried by warriors for strength. Interestingly, the holly tree has much more spikes when it's been cut back a lot more by humans. When you look further up on the tree, on the bush, the leaves tend to be less prickly. So the prickles are actually a natural protection for the tree, for the bush, to encourage animals to not eat them and for people to leave it alone. In magic, holly is used for luck, fertility, and even divination. And while in the woodlands, obviously my daughters have discovered fairy houses. They continue to find and offer gifts to the beautiful fairies of the forest. From the woodlands into the meadow, such a beautiful day. I hope you've enjoyed the early signs of spring and this little journey through the woodlands with us, looking at some of the plants of the forest, listening to the sounds of spring and nature. And over here behind me we have a sweet chestnut tree, massive big old sweet chestnut tree, and the new buds are coming on the sweet chestnut. So I showed you the horse chestnut earlier. These are the sweet chestnuts, and beneath me on the ground down here we have the evidence of the seeds or the nuts from last year. Prickly little shell cases, very prickly, but inside are a tasty little snack. Hope you're having a great day. Stay tuned, comment, let us know what you think of our videos. Make sure you're subscribed, ring that bell to make sure that you get updated when we've got new videos coming out. Keep living life like an adventure. Get outside, explore, enjoy, make the most of your life. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.
We love life like adventurers, wild and free. We question and discern with a philosopher's key. We seek out the truth where the mysteries hide with the courage